Welcome back to Project Civic. I'm Robbie, this is Travis from Refined Movement, and today we are talking about cut bumpers.
So it's a huge fad on the internet. Whatever you see with social media, there's always a car, Civics, Integras, whatever, getting their bumpers cut in different fashions, and we wanted to give it a try.
Some of it seems like it's for show purposes, some of it you see a lot on track cars.
Yeah.
And we really want to put this to the test. We want to see, is it a thing? Does it improve the aerodynamics of this car in particular? And there are many different ways to cut the bumper.
Yep.
We've looked at all the different styles, but you'll see what we come up with in this episode, and we're going to be testing its efficiency through a miles per gallon test.
The track time would probably not be very consistent since I'm not very familiar with running on a track. So we're going to do MPG on the highway to see if that improves the aerodynamics and give us better or worse miles per gallon.
Right. Like Trev said, he is just getting into this. This is his first time out on Palm Beach International Raceway, so his times won't be consistent yet. So we realize that this is not a necessary modification. We get that. Please don't scream at us. But it's a huge fad, and we legitimately do want to test it and see, is it a thing?
Right. I want to see if it actually works and if it actually does something, or if it makes the cars run worse.
Right. Maybe the miles per gallon suffers, and that means that there's more drag on the car. We screwed it up. Maybe OEM has it right. We'll find out. Alright, so this is the final product of our cut bumper. You can see we didn't chop the whole thing. Sometimes you see, I feel like you see anyway, people going up past the crash structure that's right behind here.
It's the bumper bar, we left it right, it's right here. So it's still even with that and covers that, but then we cut off a good section.
Right.
I'd say a good section because it was probably down this far.
Yeah, it was probably like 4 or 5 inches that we cut off total down here. I mean, clearly you can see that the well here for the spare is not normally exposed.
So on the sides we followed the natural contours of the bumper here, which we cut off a smaller section, and then came up to the next bend on the middle section and just were more aggressive with the Dremel, and we cut out this area. And our thinking is that the wind should be collected and then pushed out this back area.
Right.
Correct?
Not just get fumbled and mixed and swirl in a bunch. Like the whole point of a diffuser is to kick the air straight out behind the car. So maybe this will act as collecting it and pushing it out. We don't know yet, but that's the idea. All right, so you saw the results. Stock bumper, no bumper, and cut bumper. And I really think we did a decent job on the cut bumper.
I think it was definitely probably a happy accident. We have some internet knowledge of aerodynamics and what air does around the car, turbulence and stuff like that.
The thing is, we have an idea of what a diffuser does. We are not aerodynamicists. We are not scientists in any way. And that's why we decided to make our bumper cut the way it is. Argue what you want about it, the numbers are definitively far enough apart from each other that there is an improvement.
My test route was going to work and back. I commute 55 miles, so what I would do is fill up the car in the morning and then drive to work, drive home, and go to that same gas station and fill up again, and that's how I'd get how much gas I use.
That was the best way to make sure something is consistent in that test. We realized that traffic and all that changes, but his commute is 50 miles on the highway, roughly. So I mean, it's pretty much just going.
I tried to drive as normal as possible. I try not to hypermile or also drive like a maniac, so to get a consistent numbers from all the tests, and just try to drive how I normally drive. Because the numbers are so different from each other, that is a result in itself, and that the cut bumper gives us an improvement on aerodynamics and miles per gallon, and especially no bumper gives us
worse. We would like to do more testing on this, and maybe comment below and let us know if you would like to see more about it. I feel like we're seeing this more and more and more with the track cars and the show cars, right. And depending on how you cut the bumper or don't cut the bumper, you could definitely be affecting the aerodynamics of a car. Right, so up at the front of the car, we are running the fake knockoff Mugen lift. And yeah, we realize it's a knockoff, but you know what? We're going to track this thing. It's probably going to get hit or destroyed somehow.
Yeah, at very least it's going to get sandblasted and it'll be...
Right, this ain't no show car, so I get it. Everyone wants to support the original manufacturer of these parts. We totally get that. Yes. We are for that. But for our purposes, this is perfect. Yeah. And these Password JDM quick bumper releases, and you might think, oh, well, that's just like a show thing, but it's totally not, because we've had to take this bumper off so many times just in the period of getting the car ready that it really is a quick, handy thing. We can have the bumper off in, 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, so it's really fast. Plus, we're towing this to the track, and getting this up on the dolly will not go with the bumper on.
Right.
So it has to come off anyway, so it's really helpful, and we can get it right back on when we get there really fast. So,
yeah. So eat it.
Eat it, internet.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Project Civic.
Please subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you're interested in any of our stickers, please send us a message or comment below.